I want to tell you about what I call the procrastination tax. Now, you have to ask yourself, do you procrastinate from time to time? I know I do. I think we all do. I want to talk about a story about a client of mine who unfortunately paid more to the IRS in one day than they would have paid an expert, whether it's myself or someone else, in decades of advisory fees. So in this situation, both her parents passed away within months of each other. All right. It's about 2 years ago. And of course, it's a devastating loss. According to the assets that she inherited, there were several accounts, including one annuity from one of her parents. Now, as her financial advisor, I offered, let me help you. Let me offer to give you guidance. Now, her response, no thanks, I'll handle this myself. And I understand, I do respect her decision. She was grieving. She wanted control. I get that. And I totally understood what she was going through. But here's what she didn't know, especially with inherited annuities. You really have until the end of the year following the death to make your decision. So if you miss that deadline, unfortunately, your options disappear. And because her mom was already taking these required minimum distributions, the clock was really ticking. So because of the procrastination, and which of course I checked in periodically, offered help again and again, but she says, I got this, I'm almost done. But listen, life gets in the way. You're busy. You're doing all different types of things and you're still grieving. You don't want to deal with that. It's tough. I get it. So when the paperwork feels overwhelming, it's just, I want to put it on the back burner for a little while. Now, does this sound familiar? Of course it does. So she kept putting it off. And unfortunately, these decisions needed to be made in a timely manner. So what happened? Because she missed this deadline, she now owes the IRS more taxes this year than most families make. Meanwhile, the market has been on a historic run in the last couple of years. Growth that could have been hers if that money had been properly positioned instead of sitting, unfortunately, in limbo. But here's the real tragedy. If she'd acted quickly, she could have taken small, manageable distributions for taxes while the rest of it continued to grow. Now, she spent 2 years avoiding what would have been a modest annual fee, then paid the IRS exponentially more in one single tax bill to avoid that small cost. In over 3 decades of practice, I've watched this exact scenario jeopardize more family wealth than market crashes, bad investments, bad advice, or economic downturns combined. The brilliant, successful woman didn't know what she didn't know about inherited annuities. She didn't know about the deadlines, the cascading tax implications, or the options that unfortunately disappear while you wait. Don't let the smartest financial decision you've never made become your most expensive regret. What deadlines are you ignoring right now? Let's make sure procrastination doesn't become your most expensive mistake.